Someone asked a question yesterday, and it's an important question. The question was, should I keep the 10 commandments? I want to answer that. It's a little bit complicated, but we can hopefully simplify it. Here's the bottom line, and it goes to Galatians chapter 5, verse 1. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery. The yoke of slavery is the law, thinking that you keep the law and you are saved by keeping the law. That's a yoke of slavery. Stand firm in freedom in Christ. You're saved by grace through faith, and that not of yourself. It's the gift of God. You're saved by what Jesus paid for you at the cross, not by law keeping, okay? So keeping the 10 commandments will not save you. In fact, it puts you under, if you do that for salvation, it puts you under a yoke of slavery. Don't do that. Now, for the 10 commandments themselves, they can be principles to live by, okay? The 10 commandments are in the 20th, first place they turn up is in the 20th chapter of Exodus. I am the Lord your God. You shall have no other gods before me, okay? Make that a principle of life. Make God your God. Jesus and God are your God, no other gods. And you shall not make for yourselves an image in the form of anything in heaven above or on the earth beneath or in the waters below. Don't have false gods, okay? That's the second part. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. Don't use God's name wrong. Don't say you're going to do something in the name of God and then don't do it, okay? Those are principles to live by. They're not laws to keep for salvation. Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. Spend time in worship. That's the principle. And take some time off. Don't work all the time and kill yourself. Then honor your father and mother so that you may live long in the land. Yeah, you're supposed to honor your father and mother. That's the right way to live. But you don't do that to earn your salvation. You shall not murder. Obviously, you shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. Obviously, you shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. Those are things that we ought to live by. But keeping those will not earn your salvation. The only thing that earns your salvation is what Jesus did for you at the cross. So use the 10 commandments as guidelines for living, okay? But don't think that keeping the 10 commandments will save you. The only thing that saves you is what Jesus paid for you at the cross. Trust Jesus and use the 10 commandments as a guideline for some principles for living. Hope you'll hang on to that, and I hope that's a blessing to your life. I will talk to you again soon.